Hey there, welcome back. It's Reader and Medium Rosalind. How are you? How are you doing? You getting ready for the weekend? You know what? Since this is a love read, I'm thinking that some of you are planning. You're planning to see your love, and you're wondering, and maybe you're gonna bump into them this weekend, even if you didn't plan on it. Some of you may not have planned on it, but I'm seeing here some things very clearly, and I wanted to share that with you. Okay. So let's get into this. I want to thank you all for subscribing, liking, and sharing. All of my information is below. If you would like your own reading, if you would like soaps, oils, conjure candles, floor washes, oils, things that I do in the highest good and the highest light. I've been divinely guided to do those things for over 10 years now. And those are the things that I love doing to help people, to help my clients. And if you're interested in that, you can check in below, okay? All right. So, what am I getting here? This feels very much like channeled information for you and your partner, okay? Feels very much like a download of information that you need to hear that will help you. And it's like breaking July right wide open, okay? Because if you're doing these things, you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. Some of you, I do directly see you reconciling. Yeah, I said it. Some of you, I do see reconciling. I'm feeling that some of you either have an earth sign partner, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a fire sign partner, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And what they're doing is they're trying to show you that they want to work together. They're still willing to work together. And Spirit is saying they want to hold out, like they want to hold out their hand to you. They want to hold the path open for you to return somehow. Okay? Some of you may have had like a falling out before, but this is a new beginning. Okay, brand new beginning. Some of you, this is going to be pregnancy. If it's not pregnancy, it's going to be brand new creativity, spontaneity. Let's get together. Let's do something we haven't done before. You haven't been dancing together. You haven't been to the club together. It might just happen, and it might happen spontaneously, but it's happening also because your partner has left that gateway open here, wanting to work together and have these brand new passionate beginnings. When I say passionate, your partner is willing to try all these new things, okay? It's not so much that it's just intimacy physically, but it's the openness, it's the embracing. What haven't we done together? Can we go ahead and share and try this new experience? Can we just have some new things going on here? You know, can we have the excitement of, just being vulnerable, brand new, falling into that energy, okay? The Lovers. These are the cards showing exactly what your partner's thinking, okay? So they want to leave this open to work together, to have these brand new passionate beginnings, because the two of you, they still see you as their lover, their kindred spirit here. Okay? For some of you, I want you to know, baby's coming. That's exactly what this is for some of you. I know that's not everybody, but for some of you, that's exactly what this is. I'm also getting a lot of excitement by this person who's waiting to get pregnant. They were waiting to conceive. So I'm also getting that very like, oh my God, yes, like that passion of it conceiving, and then like, oh, it's actually a baby coming. Like, we did it. We accomplished this. For some of you, that is going to be what brings you back together. Now, I'm not telling you all to go do that just, for that reason. But for some of you, that's exactly what's going on. Okay. Now, moving forward, moving on here, what I'm seeing is that some of you were waiting and you feel like your partner had you on hold. Like, you know how you're holding on the line for a phone call and it's so important. You've been waiting for that phone call and then the line just shuts off. It's like they just disconnect you. That's what I can see here. Some of you are waiting around with the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are feeling like, I didn't want to give up, but every time I was there, it seemed like they cut me off somehow, or somehow circumstances weren't good. The reason why is because the both of you need to work on your heart energy. You need to heal it. Okay, you need to work on healing the heart, keeping it open, and staying open to your talents and gifts, things that inspire you, things that make you feel creative, in love, joyous, things that you're doing to manifest more good things in your life. I'm seeing the two of you can move on and do that together. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. What's happening now? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is talking about cleansing. Because if your heart wasn't open for part of this, and Spirit is talking about cleansing, this tower is representing starting over. Why? Because there was some kind of transition happening. So the heart that can't open, that has to go. Okay? The toxic energy, any kind of arguments that you had, that has to go. Okay, that's like, no, we can't do it. We can't transition and let this other part die off, the toxicity, the negativity, the non-forgiveness, the anger, and then end up here. Okay, you can't hold on to that stuff. You have to let it die off. It has to come up. Okay, it has to come up. You have to feel it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to start cleansing it. That's why I always talk about spiritual baths. This is why, because they're so important to clearing and detoxing, okay? So getting things up and out of you, journaling, writing, praying, crying. Crying is a very beautiful gift. It's something that, you know, our Creator gave us to let go of some of that trapped up energy, right? That brokenheartedness, the woundedness, the toxic stuff, letting it up and out so you can have this together. Because these are the cards I got when I was meditating and asking these questions. See, this is alignment. This is the two of you falling into alignment here with your gifts, with your abilities, with your talents. Is the future, the happiness, the rainbow is there, the beautiful home is there. You know, the wealth is there, all of the pentacles. Everything's lining up. This is the two of you walking in alignment here. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is talking about your spiritual growth happening. So it's hard to go through spiritual growth without things getting messy or toxic for a little bit, right? Something's going to happen if you're going through spiritual growth. It has to be something coming up and out. And it might not be so pretty when you see your shadow self and the other person's shadow self, your soulmate, your kindred spirit. Some of you might say your twin. You're seeing their shadow come up and out of there. It might not be so pretty. It might be intimidating. Might be a little bit frightening, right? But these are things you got to let go of, okay? In your head, being in your head too much, thinking about old arguments, old people you were with, oh, your childhood. Oh, the way that, you know, things are going sometimes. It seems like either you're not being treated fair or people don't like you. Just all of these things in your head. Conflict, multiple people, a negative kind of thing from the past. You keep thinking about it. You need patience. You need time, right? Time to let that go. Stop being so impatient. Stop being so imbalanced about it. Letting some of that go, okay? Four of Swords. Sitting back in chill mode for a minute. What do you need to work on? What do you need to see this person do? What do you need to see as far as their actions, their words? You know, combining those things. Like, how is this going to look for you and this person? When will you trust them? You need some time to reflect on that. Okay, so it might not happen overnight, but I do feel, oh God, it's like, okay, Spirit is talking about constructive criticism. They're saying that word. They're saying that very clearly, right? Constructive criticism. So it's like, can you handle that? Can you give that to the other person without being, you know, confrontational, without being so, you know, panicked about it? Can you flow into it the right way, the right path? Warrior woman, what would you do if you weren't afraid? This is your higher guidance. This is like very higher light guidance, right? Your own spiritual stuff that you may detect when you're asleep, when you're dozing off to sleep, when your body's in theta, when your brain is in meditation. This is the guidance, okay? Not being fearful. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Would you face the toxic stuff that happened? Would you face your shadow self? Okay. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. This is confirmation. It's divine guidance. This is your life energy. Very precious, beautiful, higher light lifting you up so that you can look down into yourself and you can see it and resonate with that big time energy. That way you'll know and understand what's going on with your partner too. They have a heart, soul, a spirit that's divine. It's deeply rooted in there, but it's there when you uncover some of this other stuff, right? Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Can you leap into this with your partner? Do they need to hear you say these things out before you feel reconciled? Do they need to listen to this video before anything really gets going here? Do you need to write a letter and put it on your altar? Do you need to pray and ask for blessings from your loved ones that passed away, that really knew you and used to talk to them about your relationships and things that you trusted them with? What is the higher part here? What do you need before you leap and believe the universe is there for you? What does your partner need? Forget ego stroke. What about a soul stroke? Forget the ego stroke. What about the soul stroke? Right? Okay, this is what's going on, right? And you know, I'm always going to say this. If you feel triggered or if you feel fearful, then, you know, think about it. Keep yourself safe. All right, I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.